In the world of football, there are moments so breathtaking that they transcend the boundaries of the sport itself. They become part of our collective memory, echoing through generations. One such moment belongs to the great A name. Synonymous with footballing genius, it was a goal that left spectators spellbound. A goal that critics and pundits have debated for decades. A goal that many believe should have been recorded by the cameras but wasn't. Welcome to the story of the most beautiful goal that no one recorded. Our tale begins in 1970. Was at the peak of his powers, leading Brazil to their first World Cup victory on home soil. The Seleção, as the Brazilian team is known, played with a style and flair that captivated the world. The team's talisman was the maestro of this beautiful game. On July, in the quarter-final match against Peru, etched his name in football folklore. But it wasn't just any ordinary goal. It was a goal that defied logic. A goal that seemed almost alien to anyone who witnessed it. It all started with a throw-in deep in Peruvian territory. The ball soared through the air, an arc of white against the azure sky. With his back to the Peruvian goal, strained to reach it, time seemed to slow down. The ball hung in the air like a leaf caught in the wind, and in that split second, made his move. With a Herculean leap, he connected with the ball, but this was no ordinary header. His forehead, as if guided by an invisible force, met the ball in a way that defied the laws of physics. The ball didn't simply rise or curve. It exploded upwards in a trajectory that was nothing short of spectacular. As the ball sailed towards the Peruvian goal, it was as though gravity itself had been suspended. It was as if fate had intervened to grant Pele's genius a moment of divine intervention. The crowd erupted, their cheers echoing the sentiment of disbelief and awe. They had just witnessed something that challenged the very definition of what was possible in the sport. And yet, in the annals of the game, there was no record of this moment. The cameras, as if in a conspiracy of silence, had failed to capture the brilliance. It was a goal that lived only in the memory of those fortunate enough to witness it. But why? Why did the cameras fail to capture this defining moment? Was it a technical glitch? A moment of human error? Or was there something more, a cosmic dance between man and machine that resulted in this collective amnesia? We may never know for sure. But what we do know is that the absence of a recording only adds to the mystique of the goal. It forces us to rely on the eyewitness accounts, to piece together the event through the fragmented memories of those present that day. There were several theories as to why the cameras missed this historic moment. Some blamed it on the technology of the time, suggesting that the cameras were not sophisticated enough to capture such a fleeting moment. Others pointed to human error, arguing that the cameraman, mesmerized by the spectacle, had inadvertently missed the shot. However, one theory stood out, capturing the imagination of many. It was the theory of fate. The idea that the cameras consciously chose to ignore this moment, as if they knew it would be better left to the realm of myth and legend. Some even speculated that it was a divine intervention, a moment when the gods of football decided to play their own game of hide-and-seek. Whatever the reason, the end result was the same. Pele's goal remained frozen in time, a perpetual motion picture in the minds of those who saw it. This goal wasn't just about athletic prowess or technical skill. It was a testament to the beauty of the game, a reminder that sometimes the most profound experiences are the ones that defy capture. It was a goal that transcended the boundaries of the sport, resonating with anyone who had ever dared to dream big. The absence of a recording only served to magnify its impact. It forced each spectator to become a custodian of the memory, ensuring that the tale of the goal was passed down through generations. But it wasn't just the spectators who were affected by this moment. The players on the field that day were forever changed by what they had witnessed. They realized that they had just been a part of something truly special, a moment that would be spoken about in hushed tones for years to come. The goalkeeper who had been beaten by the goal could do nothing but stand in awe as the ball sailed past him. The defenders who had tried their best to stop could only watch in disbelief as he defied the laws of physics. Even the Brazilian teammates were in stunned silence. They had seen him perform miracles before, but this was something different, something that seemed almost otherworldly. In the ensuing celebration, there were no boisterous cheers or arrogant taunts. There was only a sense of shared wonder, a realization that they had just witnessed something truly extraordinary. As the dust settled on that July afternoon, one thing became clear. The goal might not have been recorded, but it would never be forgotten. It was a goal that echoed through the ages, a testament to the enduring spirit of football. The news of the incredible goal spread like wildfire. People from all walks of life gathered around radios and televisions, eager to hear or see even the most minute details of the match. Newspapers ran extra editions, their headlines screaming the impossible feat. And yet, despite the magnitude of the moment, there was nothing to show for it. No footage, no photographs, just memories. Memories that were as vivid as the day itself, but also as fragile. For memories, no matter how powerful, can fade with time. But the people of Santos Brasil, where hailed from, had an idea. They wanted to immortalize the moment, to create a shrine to the memory of the goal. And so they did. They built a monument in honor, a statue that captured the power and grace of the player and the goal. But the inscription on the statue was simple, enigmatic, yet profound, to the genius who scored the most beautiful goal in history. Although no one recorded it, the goal remained an enigma, a puzzle that many tried to solve, but few succeeded. And yet, strangely enough, the enigma only added to its allure. It made people question the nature of reality, the reliability of their senses, and the limitations of human endeavor. Was it really possible for a human being to soar through the air in such a way? Could the laws of physics be so casually defied? Could beauty be so overwhelming that it caused the very instruments of its documentation to fail? These questions had no definitive answers, and so they remained a source of endless fascination. Over the years, the goal became a touchstone for football enthusiasts. It was a point of reference, a yardstick by which other goals were measured. To score was to achieve perfection, to reach the pinnacle of athletic achievement, and yet, for all its fame, the goal remained elusive. It was a phantom limb, a lost love, a melody heard but never seen. And so the quest began. A quest to uncover the truth, to find out what really happened on that fateful day in 1970. Researchers delved into old video archives, hoping to find a hidden gem, a forgotten tape that held the key to the mystery. They scoured newspaper clippings, hoping to find a detailed description, a first-hand account that could bring the goal to life. But the further they went, the more elusive the goal became. It was as if the very fabric of reality was conspiring to keep the goal a secret. However, the search led them to an unexpected discovery. They found countless testimonials, each one adding a new layer to the mystery. Eyewitnesses came forward, their voices trembling with emotion as they recounted what they had seen. Some were players who had been on the field, their eyes wide with disbelief. Others were spectators who had watched in awe, as defied the odds. Each account was a piece of a jigsaw puzzle, and together they formed a picture of an event that was nothing short of miraculous. Through these accounts, researchers pieced together the events leading up to the goal. They learned about the tension, the drama, the sheer excitement of the match. They heard the roar of the crowd, the agony of the defeat, and the elation of victory. But through it all, there was the goal, a beacon of light in the darkness, a moment of pure magic that transcended the boundaries of the sport. As the years rolled by, the quest to uncover the truth behind the goal continued. With each passing decade, the goal became more legendary, more mythical, more a part of football folklore than a historical event. And yet, ironically, it was precisely this ambiguity that gave the goal its power. It allowed each generation to add its own interpretation, its own understanding to the narrative, thus ensuring the goal's immortality. Today, the goal remains a mystery, an enigma, a marvel, and a testament to the enduring spirit of football. It is a reminder that sometimes the most profound experiences are the ones that defy our attempts at documentation, leaving us with memories that are both precious and fragile. It is a story that transcends the world of sports, a story that speaks to the human condition, our desire to understand, to capture, and to preserve the moments that make life worth living. It is a story that reminds us that sometimes the greatest beauty lies in the things we can not record, but only remember.